Early in my coaching career, I genuinely believed good coaching was about standards, structure, getting sessions right, and winning. Being organised, being firm, keeping a bit of distance between me and the players. And if I'm honest, I didn't give enough thought to the environment or really knowing the individuals I was coaching. And that shifted massively over time. Not through courses, not through books, but through experience. And by watching better coaches than me doing it differently. And it also shifted when I reflected on my own journey as a player. The coaches I remember the most fondly, the ones I call my best coaches, weren't always the best at coaching the sport itself. And the coaches I probably won most with, they weren't my favourites. And I didn't really rate them, to be honest. And that told me a lot. What I learned, sometimes the hard way, is this. Development doesn't start with drills. It starts with relationships. Trust isn't built in one team talk. It's built in the small moments. When you check in, when you listen, when you get to know the player away from the pitch, when you give them a voice, not just instructions. When players feel safe, valued and trusted, they train better, they learn faster, and they'll stay in the game longer. And don't get me wrong, the wins matter. The trophies, the leagues, the results, they're part of sport and always will be. You get recognised for them at the time, and they do hold great memories. But as the years pass, you realise they're not the things that last. What lasts is still being in touch with the players you coached as kids. Some who stayed in the sport, some who were successful, but some who walked away from it completely. And when you bump into them or see them on the socials, the conversation isn't about the sport or rugby anymore. It's, how you getting on? How's your family? What are you up to now? How's life? Those you coach might not remember every session. They might not remember every win, but they will remember how you made them feel. That for me now is the real measure of success in coaching. The relationships that last long after the sport fades.